Hello, welcome to Artificial Ireland, and today, 27th of the 8th, Tuesday, beautiful day here in Dublin. No artificial lions in the sky, and of course, touched the nerve yesterday with YT and Goo. Touched the nerve yesterday because they didn't like it. And I have to say hello to everybody for getting in touch yesterday, because I tried to keep it nice and simple, the difference between fog, mist, and of course the artificial white lions in the sky. And they don't like you putting up the moon either at 24 minutes past 12 in the daytime, because you're not actually meant to be looking up at the sky, and you're not meant to be looking at the moon and asking, how come the moon is there in the middle of the daytime? But then it's been there for ever and ever, as I put this video together all about the censorship again and all over yesterday's video. Hello Angie yesterday, thanks Paulie for sharing a great video, Eyes to the Sky. Michael Ward, thanks Paulie, carry on researching for us, and the truth will set us free to be able to use free will to ask Jesus, King of Kings, to save us. But first, we must forgive first. Amen. Respect, and God bless you and your family, and keep up the work, pal. Cheers for all the things that you do, and thanks Michael for getting in touch each day, and it's nice to read all your messages. Raven, holy smoke, Check and Chong in white colours, nice one. Sue H, Paulie, slow down man, love your work and findings, just I find it's like listening to a madman speaking the truth in a sarcastic way. Value yourself more and break your topics and beliefs into different videos, and I promise you the world will listen to you harder. So I said yesterday in the reply that I have to be sarcastic here for a simple reason, is that because I've been doing the videos for so long, there's no movement on the numbers, there's no movement, and as I said, artificial intelligence from Silicon Valley plays a big part in all this, what you can hear, what you can see, and when you can see it. And the reason why I'm sarcastic is I told you yesterday in the message that when you get 60,000 views and you're getting thousands of views on a daily basis, and you start hitting a different nerve, and all of a sudden you realise that certain nerves, you're on the money. So I play with artificial intelligence with, like, I'll give you an example, October. Every time I put October into a video, like yesterday again, October, when I put that in today's video, you'll see that the numbers are played with for a simple reason. So I decided to stick with October next month, or should I say the month after next. We're nearly into September now, so when something happens in October, we'll just wait and see what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's coming, when it's coming. I know October is a touchy subject with YT. They don't like me mentioning October, and they don't like me putting up all this about the earthquakes that happen every day. They don't like watching Dutch Sins and his education towards earthquakes around the world. Even with his 10 years experience putting his videos up, he's being censored. So to me, he's the real professor, not the clowns with the names professors. Do you understand? Because this guy eats, drinks and sleeps it. And that's the reason why I put up the videos, and that's why I'm so sarcastic about it, because this is educational. I put it up and I save it under educational. I save it under comedy. I save it under every different topic, okay, or different section, to see how their algorithms work. And unfortunately, if you have some sort of a brain and you know how to put these videos together, you'll see that you can work it out. And as I always say in my videos, that it doesn't take a genius. So Sue, much appreciated for getting in touch. It doesn't make any difference about if I'm not sarcastic or if I am sarcastic, the whole world will listen. The whole world is not allowed to listen. And Sue, unless you work for YouTube or something like that, you know, that particular paragraph here that I'm reading, Paulie, slow down man, love your work and findings. Yeah, that's good. And let's leave it at that, because as I said, when there's only 80 views or 90 views on a video, do you think that Paulie actually gives a shit? No. I do this as a hobby. And when I don't do this, I go to work and I go out and get paid. And then I pay a mortgage, and then I pay all the other crappy bills that goes with the mortgage on a weekly basis. And until somebody goes, Paulie, I have a big bag of money here, so you can go off and pay off your house, I don't listen to nobody. That's why I do my videos, and that's why I like playing with algorithms and artificial intelligence, and to wake up the little clowns. If you want to see how backward Ireland is, go in and watch a programme that's on the television tonight. You can go in to YouTube and type it in. It was on last night, called The Rose of Tralee, where they make Ireland look like it's 1960 again. And they get a load of girls in beautiful gowns up on the stage to be interviewed by #1 clown of the year, Dottie. Now, if you want to see how backwards is Ireland, go in and type it into YouTube, The Rose of Tralee. The Rose of Tralee. Google it and watch the type of crap that mainstream media are putting on TV. And while you're at it, go in and Google the ploughing championships in Ireland and listen to all the the farmers. Anyway, we leave it at that. So, Comet Warrenwood observations, perfect. Thanks very much. And Mrs. RD3, thumbs up. And that's good enough for me. So you can see, when you go into a smart device, you'll see the numbers are different to when you go into a Windows computer. And there's 10 in the difference. 47 on the smart device, that Apple. And 57 here on my, that's right, on my computer. So I'm showing everybody what's been happening with the earthquakes all over the place. And we're back again to Ridgecrest. Keep on watching Ridgecrest in California. And Oregon is another place now you want to keep an eye on. We're in the next 7 days. Oregon. As I said, what I've learned by watching Dutch Sense, what I've learned, and he's educated me big time in all this earthquakes and volcanoes and how the whole lot of it just operates as one. But mainstream media won't tell you this. And you have to go in and study it up yourself. You can see what he explains to you on his videos is that it's like a seesaw effect. When it comes back to West Coast America, then it shifts over to Fiji and heads over towards the New Zealand and then up towards Japan and then comes back over again to Alaska. And it's constant like a seesaw. And he's even told professors, them, and they've disagreed with him. He can even pinpoint, as I said, where the next earthquake's going to happen. He's given people a 10-day forecast in California. There's another big one coming within the next 10 days. So today is the 27th of the 8th, 12:36 p.m. on Tuesday, 2019. So between now and, that's right, the end of the week in September, the first week, he's went on record to say there's going to be another big earthquake in California. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well then, what's the point of doing all these videos? As I said, we do our little show every day, and I expect everybody to get involved and to send over the messages. And as I said, it's up to me then just to put the video together and probably repeat myself over and over again. But we have to go in and see what's happening around the world. We have to go in and see all about Macron and all the millions that's being offered to the Brazilian government, where they refused to take 80 million and put it off the fires that's happening at the moment. And they tell everybody then in Brazil that they're not out of control. So I thought when I went to school now that if there was 70,000 fires in the Amazon, I think they could be out of control. Could be out of control. As I said, I put this video up today just to show everybody what's happening. There's 20 active volcanoes. Again, 20 volcanoes that's active around the world. And as I said, when the volcanoes become active, that's because of the magma. And I told everybody to go in and study it. It's up to yourself. And to go in and learn, as I said yesterday, all about the ice sheet up in Greenland. Go in and study it. And pick the location. And if you don't believe me, go in then to VentureSky. VentureSky, which is it's a fantastic tool. And go in and look at the heat location up in Greenland. Okay? Go in and study it. Yeah? And then you might learn something new. And then you can go in and tell all your family and friends that you've learned something by Polly. by the Grim Reaper from Dublin that comes on and does the Monday to Friday show. That's right, sponsored by nobody, gets paid nothing for it, and tries to educate everybody what's going on with volcanoes, earthquakes, and the weather system around the world. Don't do the mainstream media news because, as I said, if we watch too much of it, it becomes the norm, and everybody gets hypnotized then into it. So today, we won't be doing that. It's all about looking at the active volcanoes, which is taking place all down from the South America, okay, from the west side of South America, and watch it all the way down, and you can follow them. That's it. Isn't it fantastic now that we have applications that we can go in and look at all this? Because otherwise we would never know what's active, what volcano is active. What other way are we going to hear this information? We're not going to switch on the 6 o'clock news tonight, and we're not going to be able to hear anything about the Dukono, the issues that's happening over there on a regular basis. And Hawaii is another place where people need to watch as a trigger for something bigger that's going to happen. All on tectonic plates, ladies and gents. And you can follow the tectonic plates. Good friends in Google gave us Google Earth. And we can zoom in now from space and we can see the tectonic plates. And you can see exactly where the active volcanoes are on these tectonic plates. And as one goes bang, the other one goes bang. And it's a domino effect, ladies and gents, right around the world. And as I said, Mother Nature, okay, before we go today, Mother Nature, yeah, gives us these clues, okay, to join up the dots, okay. And if you're a researcher like myself and you go in and you study it up and you look at it, okay, I've always had an interest in this, always had an interest in it from the time we were given the internet, where now we can actually go in and see for ourselves information that we could never see before. And you know, the stuff that was given to us in the classroom, you know, I'm in my late 40s now, so when I was young, we didn't have the computers that the kids have today. Commodore 64 was probably the computer. The Atari, you know, the Spectrum, these were rubbish. There was no internet. And now we have it in our hand. We've got smart devices in our hand, and it's up to us to use them properly, okay? And not be hypnotized every day by mainstream media. If anything from all these videos, please, ladies and gents, please take one thing from me doing the videos on a daily basis, that not everything is a conspiracy theory. Not everything is a conspiracy theory. And what happens the day that it stops being a conspiracy theory and becomes the truth? And people have to stick their heads in the sand because they're too embarrassed to come out and tell everybody that they were wrong. Do you understand? Why did it take 3 weeks for the Amazon news to make the news? How many people have lost their lives in the Amazon jungle? How many animals and different species have been lost because of all this? Because of the heat wave that's worse than ever before, that's gone right across the equator. And I told people to look up at Germany and see the direction of the heat wave. Now, ladies and gents, before we go today, I'm going to tell everybody to watch the weather forecast in the UK. And let's see, are they going to come out and tell us about these severe thunderstorms that are going to clash into the heat wave tomorrow between 4 and 7 p.m. But what would I know? This is me doing my research, and I'll see us all tomorrow. Love yous and leave yous. This is Paulie with the afternoon show, and I hope you enjoy it. See yous tomorrow. Enjoy your Tuesday.